Stand by. The vacuum tubes are warming up. This is a special live broadcast right here on Georgia Radio.
It's always great when friends stop by. Today, especially, Cameron Hallacy brought our new side-by-side to the farm last night, but he is joining us now from his office at, I'll let him talk about this. One of the largest dealerships in Georgia for side-by-sides, for ATVs. They sell all kinds of stuff. But Cameron, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Matt. How are you?
Tell everybody where you work, because this is really important. I want them to hear it from you.
Yeah, so I work at Mountain Motorsports in Lithia Springs, right off of Thornton Road.
Yeah, and it's no kidding. This is not a paid endorsement. We just had a really great time there. You guys put a deal together, and I want everybody to hear this, that an out-of-state dealer could not put together. So you're hearing it from someone that just bought one of these things. I'm telling you, if you want something, you got to go see Cameron. Let's get into this because hunting season is right around the corner, and if you've never bought a side-by-side for hunting or for outdoor use around a farm like what we have, it can be kind of intimidating. I mean, there's an awful lot out there on the market, and the great thing about what you do is you have the ability to sell just about everything because you carry just about everything. So walk me through how this process starts for folks that are just starting out.
Yeah, so first off, Mountain Motorsports is a very dynamic power sports dealership. They have 11 stores between Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee. They have state-of-the-art facilities, and you saw it firsthand. We have a ton of in-stock inventory for you to be able to choose pretty much anything. So, from the beginning, walking into one of our dealerships, you get to experience a lot. You get friendly staff. You get to see a lot of cool machines out there. Side-by-sides and four-wheelers are going crazy right now because, hunting season's right around the corner.
And I guess when I want to drive home is, you go to some of these stores that carry a lot of things and they don't have a lot of stock. But with Cameron and his team, Jared back there in service, who can answer any question that you could ever hope to imagine, or even Joe over there who works at your accessories desk, if you want to put a radio in this thing or if you have other, bigger tire, whatever it is. You mentioned this friendly team. There is a really friendly team there, and they work great together in a team. And I don't think I've really experienced that level of service at a dealership ever. And there used to be some really great ones out there, but you guys do it right. And it even goes down to the back end. I got to say something about that experience too, because from management on down, the teamwork is what makes that thing really work. Again, it's Mountain Motorsports, but let's rewind just a bit here as I was going down this rabbit hole and I got stuck because I wanted to make sure we got all those names in there about what a great team it was.
We really appreciate it.
Well, no, it's true. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, this is customer service is not dead over there at Mountain Motorsports. But let's go back. You go to these big dealerships. Maybe it's one out of state that you've heard about great deals and sales tax differences and all that kind of stuff. A lot of times they don't have the stock. If you want to go drive a Honda, if you want to go drive a Kawasaki, a Mule or something like that, they don't have the stock there. But you can show up to any of the Mountain Motorsports stores that are throughout Georgia and the Southeast here, and you could find one and take it for a drive and really figure it out. Do you see that happening quite a bit, or do people, when they show up, kind of know what they want?
Yeah, it's all part of the process that we have here. We're dedicated to making sure that you are getting the right one. Some people, have done the research and have seen how far side-by-sides have come, in particular with your side-by-side, how far they've come in the last 7-8 years, and have done the research and know exactly what they want. In other instances, people just know they want something to take out hunting for the season and, want to know what's out there. And we have a staff prepared to educate and also work the best deal for you on these things.
Well, let me tell you, a true confession here. We had a 24 model picked out that we wanted. And I called Cameron and I said, look, you're the local dealer. We're about to go buy this thing out of state because a friend recommended us and we have a relationship with this fella. What can you do? And he said, well, let's work the deal. So we did. And within minutes, he was right at their price, if not less. And he was going to install everything and get it all ready to go. There were some issues out of state with the street legal kit and whatnot. Cameron made it happen. Of course, we get there. We're on site. And because he has such a large stock and a large amount of inventory there, we started poking around, and I'm sure it was driving Cameron nuts because we just, the color just wasn't quite right. Like, I can't show up with a red side-by-side on our farm.
Right.
The neighbor would run me out of town. You know what I mean? So we're sitting there thinking, and I'm like, well, it would sure be nice to have tinted windows, and it would really be nice to have door locks if you're going to keep a firearm in this thing. And now that Georgia has passed all this legislation that you can drive it on county roads and it's more useful, door locks are pretty nice. And man, that AC sure is nice too, and the heat. And lo and behold, there's a 2025 model sitting there that just fits the bill. Cameron already knows our number, and well, it's sitting in the garage. I don't know how you did it. I really don't know how you did it. I mean, I really don't. It was a great deal.
Yeah, I'm glad you had such a great time, and it was a super good time helping you guys out. It should be fun getting a new side-by-side or a new four-wheeler, and I had a great time with y'all. And when you walk into a power sports dealership, it's not a mundane thing. It's exciting, a lot of cool stuff all over the place. It should be a good time.
Yeah, but it goes deeper than that, because I mean, this is a work vehicle around here. I'm gonna stand on that soapbox. It is a work vehicle around here. It's not just a luxury item. Okay. Did you believe that? I believed that. It is a work vehicle.
Absolutely.
We're gonna use it for work. So if you're in that category, I'm not speaking to a guy or a girl here. If you're in that category and you've got some land and you need something for work, I'm telling you, go check this thing out. We landed on a Defender, a Can-Am Defender, and I got to tell you, we drove them all, and for us, this one fit our needs better for running folks around back to the creek and that kind of stuff. 6 people. And I'll tell you, we drove it last night down the trails, and I don't know how we ever lived without the thing. I really don't. We saw and went back to where we usually go, which normally takes about 15 minutes. And I think we were down and back in about 20 minutes. So the golf cart, I don't think, is ever going anywhere again.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they just completely different ride. Yeah, completely different ride. But no, thanks for coming on, Cameron. And what do you want folks to know before they come and see you?
Yeah. Come see us at Mountain Motorsports, Lithia Springs specifically, but we do have 11 locations. Would love to help you out on your next hunting vehicle, side-by-sides and ATVs. Now that they're street legal, we can accommodate those needs. We're just really excited about getting a bunch of vehicles out there for this season.
Yeah, hunting season right around the corner, but as you mentioned, street legal now. I drove by the sheriff's office, I won't say where, and I drove by a city police department yesterday because I knew we were going to do this story. And I wanted to have some real, okay, so where can you drive this thing? And I've gotten a lot of different answers, and I've gotten a lot of people that said they're going to call me back. Now, I'm not picking on anybody here, but I'm saying this law is so new that, from what I can tell, you can drive it on county roads. Don't get on a highway with it. You can cross a highway. I think you can cross like a state highway, but there's a bunch of different rules. I've not been able to get a clear understanding of it as a new owner myself because it's so new, but it is registered, and it was like $20 to get it registered because we bought it in state. So I got to tell you, the whole thing has just been really easy, and it's been a lot of fun. But you and Joe and Jared just did a great job, and we really appreciate the deal you put together for us. And looking forward to enjoying it. And I hope, look, if you're in the market, give Cameron a ring. He's easy to work with, and he'll just tell you straight up if he can beat the deal. There are a lot of dealers, but if you want to go somewhere where you're going to have a good time and they're going to work hard for you, I'm telling you, go call Cameron. I'm not being paid to say this. This is just, I wanted to share this with you because I feel so strongly about this. If you're in the market right now, go see him. Cameron, give everybody your number. How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, 770-941-9050. And Matt, thank you again for having us on and really appreciate the shout out.
Absolutely. It's mountainmotorsports.com up there in Lithia Springs. But again, as you heard, lots of different locations, probably one right near you. Cameron, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you again, Matt.
Georgia Radio. Good company and great country.